Welcome to Wits Up. The signs of autism become apparent by the time a child is 2 to 3 years old. However, as they age, the symptoms become more diverse. Many behaviors raise red flags. As children get older, the red flags for autism become more apparent. The impairments related to social skills, speech, language, and non-verbal communication become more prominent compared to typical children. Let us delve deeper and see what signs are apparent in children older than 3 years. Autism in children over 3 years of age. Children with autism experience difficulties with issues like speech and language impairments, difficulty with non-verbal communication, developing social skills, understanding other people's expressions, tone of voice and gestures, exhibiting fixed behavior, inflexibility in adapting to changes in routines. In children older than 3 years of age, speech and socializing difficulties become more apparent. Signs of social difficulties. Children on the autism spectrum disorder often stay aloof and isolated and seem to be in their own world. For older kids, look out for these signs. Not showing interest in other people or what they are doing, difficulty making friends, playing with others or initiating play, don't like to be touched or hugged, not getting involved in group activities or pretend to play like using toys in creative ways, don't seem to notice when others call their name or talk about them, not sharing their achievements or interests like showing their drawings or toys or other prized possessions, having difficulty understanding feelings and talking about them. Red flags for autism, speech and language problems. The most common sign of speech difficulties in children with autism is starting to talk late. Apart from that, here are other signs to watch out for. Speaking in an abnormal tone of voice, in a sing-song tone or a robotic voice. Erratic style of speaking, like using an odd pitch while speaking or ending standard sentences in a question-like manner. Repeating the same words or phrases over and over but without any reason. Repeating questions instead of giving answers when asked something. Referring to himself or herself in the third person. Using the wrong language, like using incorrect grammar or wrong words. Not understanding simple questions, directions or statements. Difficulty expressing their needs or wants clearly. Not understanding jokes, irony or sarcasm and taking things literally. Signs of autism, problems with non-verbal communication. Not just speech and language, children with autism also have trouble with non-verbal cues. Not making eye contact, incongruity between what they are saying and their expressions or reacting inappropriately to statements, not understanding other people's emotions, tone of voice or gestures. They cannot gauge the mood of other people. Using limited gestures, they often come across as robotic or cold. Hyper or hyposensitiveness to stimuli. They may be triggered by sights, lights, smells or sounds that may seem reasonable to others. At the same time, they may be totally indifferent to what goes on around them, not notice if other people are leaving the room or calling their names or trying to attract their attention. Difficulty with body coordination. This manifests in forms of bad posture, clumsiness or problems with balance. Inability to grasp non-verbal or body language cues makes it difficult for children with autism to participate in conversations or give and take that is required in social settings. Signs of autism, inflexible behavior. Children with autism exhibit rigid behavior and have difficulty adjusting to any change in routines. Some of the examples of inflexible behavior are sticking to a strict routine, trouble adjusting to any change of schedule or environment, relocating to another location or even a change in bedtime may trigger intense reactions. Unusual attachment to particular objects or trivial things like keys, bottle caps, balls or rubber bands. Obsessed with symbols or numbers like memorizing train schedules, sports scores, number sequences or statistics. Staring fixedly at objects that have repeated movements like ceiling fans, wheels of cars or toy trains running on a circular track. Repeating gestures and movements like flapping hands, hugging themselves, clicking fingers, rocking back and forth. Red flags for autism: repetitive behaviors. Look out for these repeated gestures or actions: hand flapping, rocking back and forth, spinning in a circle, finger flicking, head banging, staring at lights, moving fingers in front of the eyes, snapping fingers, tapping ears, scratching, lining up toys, spinning objects, wheel spinning, watching moving objects, flicking light switches on and off, repeating words or noises. However, experts today say that these behaviors are often comforting to children with autism, which is why they keep doing them. It may not be the best approach to suppress these behaviors. What can parents do? Usually, signs of autism are apparent by the time children reach 2 to 3 years of age. However, these signs may go undetected. In any case, if your child is above 3 years of age and exhibiting certain behaviors that raise red flags, definitely have them evaluated by a doctor or a specialist. Things to do if you spot these signs. Monitor your child. Almost all kids behave differently sometimes. However, if you notice a pattern in behavior, you must observe your child and monitor him closely. Watch for repetitive behavior. You see your child exhibiting certain signs repeatedly, talk to a doctor or consult a child psychologist immediately. Trust your instinct. Don't panic if your child refuses to play one time. However, if you feel something is wrong, it probably is, because as parents you know your child. So if your gut is telling you something, don't hesitate to seek help. Things to remember. Remember, early intervention is crucial for treating and managing autism. So watch out for the red flags and get your child screened for autism if you think there is a cause for concern. We should create a positive and nurturing environment for children with autism and let them blossom in their way. Watch this channel for new videos on the latest as well as trusted therapies for autism. If you've enjoyed watching this video, do like, comment and subscribe to our channel.